99X, it's the Morning X. Barnes and Leslie, as we ease into the holiday season, Fram, there aren't enough stories about people doing good.
We need more of that, especially with all the horrible news every single day.
It does seem like every single day is just bad, and worse. I found an interesting one I wanted to bring to the table, especially as we ease into the holidays, and it's called the $1,000 Breakfast Club. And Ooh. I'm not talking about you go pay $1,000 to have a few pancakes and some bacon and your favorite syrup.
So it's not you're not going and paying like $1,000 for something.
Yeah, you're not paying for a $1,000 breakfast.
I gotcha.
Little twist to it. I'd like you to meet someone you should know, Richard Brooks. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. Richard is the founder of the $1,000 Breakfast Club.
Richard, explain to us, what is this?
The $1,000 Breakfast Club is a group of people that I put together who go to breakfast, and everyone brings a $100 bill, and it has to be a $100 bill because that makes a bigger statement. And we all have breakfast and chat, and when breakfast is over, we hand the waiter or waitress or server nowadays at least so far $1,000 tip.
Dang.
So everyone brings $100.
Correct, and a $100 bill. A few people have brought 20s, so my wife and I bring $100 bills to replace their hundreds.
Dang,
so they're
that's
all
cool.
$100
So someone walks away with at least $1,000, and you've done something good along with a group of friends. And how do you pick your targets?
What I've done so far is pick restaurants where there's been, first of all, I had for breakfast. Because part of the idea of the $1,000 Breakfast Club is that person's not getting big tips because it's breakfast. And we try to find a place that's not in a highly affluent area because we don't want to end up having just somebody's child that's working there on the weekends while they're home from college. We want to have it go to someone. We want it to be impactful, so we try to pick areas that are good. So far we've picked IHOPs because they have big tables. And the other requirement really is we don't want... It sounds a little selfish, but we don't want the tips to be split because we want that person to walk home with all the money and not that they have to split it around the whole restaurant. So
yeah, it's bigger impact. I mean, than the split off. Yeah,
bigger impact. Exactly.
We're talking to Richard Brooks, the founder of the $1,000 Breakfast Club. Explain or give us an idea of why you decided to do this.
Well, I used to like giving, and not that I don't like it anymore. I used to like giving away $100 randomly, $100 bills. I don't know. I just kind of liked it.
Sure.
I was doing okay in life, and I grew up fairly poor, so I just liked doing it. And my brother went to this breakfast in California, and he said, "I got the greatest idea, Richard. I just came back from this breakfast, and everybody gave $100, and they chipped in, and the look on the waiter's face was unbelievable. So I know you're going to like it." This is while he was driving back from the breakfast. By that night, I had put it on my Facebook. I said, "Who wants to do this with me?" And then I asked a group that I was involved with at work if I knew they might do it. And so within one day, I had at least 10 people, and that's all I thought I needed. We now have about 30 people, but I had at least 10, so I tried it, and it worked.
And so what do you rotate people in and out, or you just bring as many as want to come?
Well, so far, because we've only done 3 this year, we try to do it every 3 or 4 months. Because if we do it too much, I know it'll be hard to do it. Because not the money thing as much, although people aren't going to. It's not nothing, so it takes a little bit of money. It's time. You need to get people that will take the time to sit down and go to breakfast. I tend to know everybody in the group, but they don't all know each other. So it's okay. I'm going to go to breakfast with people I don't know. Am I really going to do that? So I did it for a Saturday morning when people couldn't say, "Oh, I had to go to work," and it worked. And so the first one we had 13 people at the first one. I didn't turn anybody away because I was afraid of different things. For instance, it snowed on the first one, so I lost 3 people. So 13 people were coming, 10 showed up, but all 3 of those people Venmo'd me that they wanted to participate. So the waiter did get $1,300.
Has anything weird happened, like when you've done the handoff, like something strange, or has it always been just as you planned it?
So far, so good. It's new, so my wife said maybe you should. My wife and I started this together. My wife's Lori Brooks, so she sits there and says, or watches me. I'm more the person that's not shy, so I stand up and gave the tip. But I wasn't trying to do it. So the first time I said, how do I do this? So I just leave it on the table, or do we want the person to know why we're here? They said, we should really tell them the whole purpose was to come here to give them the money. So let's just kind of stand up and shake their hand. And that went well. But the last time I thought went the best, because I kind of made a point that everybody, because she said, you didn't tell them that everybody gave $100. You just said we got together and put the money together. So I kind of explained it more time.
Sure.
She said, it might even look like it's your money. I said, well, I don't want that to be the case. She said, no, say that everybody gave $100.
That's what wives are good for, keeping you in check.
A simple act of kindness like that can really change, someone's life. And honestly, it can, because I know that we do something similar around the holidays where we'll go to, like a random Waffle House and leave a gift and a large tip. But getting all of those people together, that's really meaningful.
There's two interesting things I thought that I've seen so far that I really liked. One is that the first breakfast, which, you go to IHOP, how long do you spend there? I don't know.
Yeah, half hour, 45 minutes, yeah.
We were there for over 2 hours. Everybody bonded and liked it, and the feeling coming up to the, knowing what was happening. And so each breakfast has been a lot longer than I thought it would be. So the 9:30 in the morning ended up being almost 12 when I got home. And the other thing I really liked was the very first time we gave the tip, I felt bad for the guy at the table next to the waiter at the table next to us. He was a young kid. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm sorry, we can get your table. And he's looking at me, he said, let me tell you, man, I hope that when I grow up one day, I have enough money, enough friends that I can sit at a table like you people did and do what you did, because it was such a warm thing watching it.
Wow.
But he wasn't jealous. I copy the idea.
It's a great story, and I think that you said something key where you specifically asked for one server, which I don't like the co-op thing where they hand off, because someone always does better than the other, and I feel like I want to make sure they get, it's like I want you to have this tip because you were working and the other person just kind of flew by. And I like that you ask for one person. I would love, Fram, for you and everyone at the station to do this and get that together, and all give me $100 when I'm doing my shift. When I'm doing my shift on the weekend. No, seriously.
I was getting ready to say, Barnes, this is great, and then you said that.
I was kidding. I would love to do this. If anybody wants to do this with me, I want to copycat this guy, because I think we can go out and have some fun with it.
Are you kidding? In a heartbeat.
And just find, I have a couple in mind, because I'm a big time breakfaster. I go out to eat a lot of breakfast, and I already know some targets that it could change, their lives a little bit. So if you're interested in doing this $1,000 breakfast club with me, just send an email to hi@themorningx.com, and I'll start a little list. And if we ever get to 10, we'll go do it.
Count me in.
But I think it would, just to your point, Richard, just seeing their face and knowing, at least on that day, you made a difference.
We get more out of it. I tell people, because some of my friends really give that much money away. I said, I pay for the breakfast. I get so excited that people show up.
Yeah, Leslie can pay for the breakfast. We'll all tip.
Sure.
It'll be fabulous.
We get more out of it. Because we sit there and we're so happy, and everyone wants to come to the next one. And I've had people copy it already. It just started, the copying, because the newspaper picked up on this, and it's getting a lot of press. So people have copied it. They've been sending me pictures of the tip. And we're going to start posting it. We have an Instagram account, which is $1,000 Breakfast Club. Simple as that. All written out words. $1,000 Breakfast Club.
That fits on an Instagram handle?
Oh, it's long. It actually is one of I think the letter B is on the next line.
Okay.
But it works. And we're posting the pictures of people. We're making little videos and posting it, and it spreads the word. And, you pick up followers. It all works.
Love it. And, you are, the legend now is going to precede you. So now people are going to see it coming probably, which, ruining the surprise, but keep doing the good work. And again, if anybody wants to do this and go to breakfast, we'll all go to breakfast somewhere, and let's just do $1,000 cash bomb right on the server. That would be
Congratulations,
awesome.
Richard.
That's a great thing you've done. You've inspired me to do the same. So thank you, Richard, for sharing with us.
Well, send us your video after you do it so we can post it on our site.
Oh, I'm not one to publicize stuff like that.
Barnes, wait a second, Barnes. When have you ever turned down a little publicity? Am I talking to a different Barnes here? Come on.
I'm starting now. Okay. So if you would like to do it, just send me an email, hi@themorningx.com. Be a part of our $1,000 breakfast club. This isn't a station thing. This is just on the side, me having a little fun. Richard, it was great to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You have a great day. This is the original. It's 99X.